Hi, I'm Rachel Mellon.
And I'm Rawan Salameh with this week's Weekend Update.
This past Friday, an awards ceremony was held in the CLA Building Conference Room. The ceremony recognized advisors who supported student success. President Ortiz and Provost Martin Denboer were in attendance. Last Thursday, from noon till 2 p.m., the State of Our Community was hosted in the University Quad. The event had guest speaker Rishi Kumar from the Growing Home present to inform students on eco-friendly and sustainable practices. The event was sponsored by the ASI Beat and the Green Team. Electrical and computer engineering students Peter Silar, Aaron Jones, Tao Portugal, and Hector Ortiz won the 2013 Bronco Startup Challenge for their RFID audio inventory device that uses RFID tags to associate voice recordings to garments. These devices would help people with visual impairments to better identify their clothing. To find out more about the story, check out Tuesday's paper.
David Ono, anchor from ABC7 Eyewitness News, was a guest speaker for Com Day. Ono spoke and presented documentaries of historical disasters from around the world, including footage and interviews of the Haiti earthquake and the Japan tsunami. He gave students advice about getting started in their careers.
I think it was my junior year, and it was required that we do an internship either, at some kind of journalistic entity. So I went to school at University of North Texas, that's up near in the Dallas, Texas area, and I interned at the NBC affiliate. And at the time, I just thought, okay, I just have to do this. Once I got there and I walked into that newsroom and I saw the energy and you heard the police scanners and you see people running around and breaking news all over and trying to cover the news, it was a fascinating experience for me. And I thought, I like this environment. This is pretty neat. And then the most remarkable thing, yet at the time I had no idea it was remarkable, but the supervisor of the interns, about a month after I was there, said, we have a minimum wage job that we think you might be good for. I didn't realize how important that was until several months later when the other interns that came into the station with me left and their internship was done. But I had to stay there because I had a job there. And so I worked there while I finished up my school. So I want to make sure that you understand that while you're still in school and you have that opportunity to get some experience inside a newsroom and do your very best once you're in there to make an impression, to get that whatever job it is. It doesn't matter what the job is. I'm the perfect example of that. Don't sit and wait for your first job to be an anchor or a reporter. Take any job. You're going to be expected to know what good shooting is, what good editing is, plus you have to be able to write and deliver. So keep all that in mind, hone your skills, and be expected to do everything because that's what's expected of you.
Of the first 4 speakers that started Com Day, each speaker emphasized how students can get their foot in the door and start their careers.
And to learn from people that have been doing the job that you might want to do. So I think internships are super important. I think before you intern anywhere, it's really important to kind of learn as much as you can about them and what they do and what their brand is. And so you have that knowledge, and also so you can kind of relate to the people that work there once you get there, to kind of have something professionally to speak about and create that rapport that I was speaking about earlier.
The simplest things make such a huge difference. And right off the bat, what I'll tell you is the most important thing you could do is get an internship.
Trevor Takahashi, manager of production for Bravo Media, gave the audience an inside scoop of the fast-paced life of being a part of the on-air promotion department. Takahashi manages the production and post-production of on-air marketing assets for the Real Housewives and Top Chef franchises.
All of the graphics, like this opening graphic you see is actually some of the shoots that also I'm involved with setting up. Is we shoot all of our talent on green screen, and we have like an inventory of just like every single talent on green screen, so that we can kind of use them to do these graphic pieces before our promos. Recently, we've been doing some more interesting spots where we shoot kind of on green screen. They look more like music videos.
Julie Cart and Bettina Boxell, who are both writers for the LA Times, took turns speaking to the audience. They each shared their work history and gave advice to students on broadening their skill set in order to succeed in this type of field.
As getting a job these days, you're expected to be able to do all those things, they really do want you to do everything now. Video, social media, blog posting, longer stories, etc. But just don't forget the interest and developing the ability to do more sophisticated, longer form stuff. And don't just think that journalism is about getting to a scene and immediately saying what you see and then leaving, because it's more than that. Good journalism is more than that.
It's about the coolest thing there is. You're not going to get a job where you have that kind of variety. You have a backstage pass to so many things and get to see so much, talk to different people, learning. I mean, it's not learning like with the book. People tell you stuff, you have to do the kind of reporting, especially with what we do now, read studies and talk to scientists. You do learn. And it is so interesting.
Don't expect to go, to a media outlet and have somebody hovering over you and helping you and guiding you, because it is highly unlikely to happen. You have to be able to hit the road running and produce and do it well, and you get better by doing. I mean, writing and photography, they are to some extent crafts, and you can, some people are innately better writers than others, and that's just the way it is. But you can definitely, improve by doing. So it is something that you have to work at and you have to pay attention to.
This has been Rachel Mellon
and Rawan Salameh.
with the very last weekend update for the quarter.
Enjoy your summer.